with your host, Nevin Cummings.
Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Staten Island Comedy Show. We're going to have a great show for you tonight, so stay tuned. We have comedians. Boy, Fred, we got a lot of comedians tonight. Comedians.
Boy, I love jokes.
But you know what, Fred? This guy, right? He was working in the upholstery factory, right? Yeah, and he had a terrible accident. He fell into the upholstery machine. Yeah, but don't worry. He's fully recovered.
That's not funny. That was my friend. Oh my God. Wow.
Oh, wow, I feel like I'm at the Academy Awards. All right.
That's called slapstick.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so without further ado, Fred Coscia,
Yes.
take us away. That was a slap in the face, that joke. All right, so.
Hey, that was like that comedian.
Yeah.
What was his
Will, right?
He got slapstick.
Oh, Jody Oliver, how you doing?
I'm good, Nevin. How are you?
Good. We're going to have an exciting show tonight.
Yes, we
A lot of
are.
comedians, and we have a magician.
I know. Wait till you see this guy.
I heard he came out of nowhere.
All right.
Nowhere.
So anyway, our first comedian is Tom Panavano.
All
How you
Hey,
right.
doing?
Tom.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. How about you?
Tom, we know you're from Queens, right?
Right.
And your favorite comedian, comic is?
Rodney Dangerfield.
Rodney Dangerfield, right? And
Yeah.
you wrote jokes for Rodney Dangerfield?
Yes.
Right, okay. And do you have any jokes that you wrote for him? I know the one with the bowling pin. Do you
Yeah,
have
I
any
think
other
another
ones?
one was this woman was so fat when she wore high heels, she struck oil.
That was a good one. You must have enjoyed that one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Tom, do you have any dark secrets?
Yes. Will I tell them? No.
Okay.
No.
Okay, and you write your own material and stuff,
Yes.
right? Okay, and what is your favorite comedy TV show?
All in the Family and the Honeymooners are pretty much a tie all time.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
And let's see, do you have any funny bloopers that you were involved in at all while you were performing? Did you fall on the stage at all, or?
Yeah, I did trip once.
Oh, you did trip once?
The microphone wouldn't come out of the stand. A lot of times, putting the microphone back in the stand is a problem for me. So I'm a pretty live blooper person. Yes.
Okay. So they get more for their money.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Just be careful up on that stage. We got a high stage tonight.
I saw that. Yes.
Yeah. We're getting up there.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So where were you performing around town?
Yeah, different places. I'll be on Arthur Avenue to do a show on Monday. In June, I have some various shows. Every Saturday in June is booked, so things are going well.
Oh, great,
Yeah.
great. And it's all around the city and stuff,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
All right, cool. So you have 8 minutes for us tonight?
I think I do.
I usually do 5, but
Right,
we
right.
got 8 tonight, so it's a very special show tonight, Staten Island. So Tom Panavano is going to do 8 minutes for us. Tom Panavano, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, Freddie, and thank you, everybody.
Wow.
My girlfriend dumped me. My girlfriend dumped me, but I wasn't surprised. A couple of days before she did, I said, honey, while you were dating me, were you dating other men? She goes, oh, Tom, come on. You're the 5th guy to ask me that today. And I'm not good at meeting women. I went to this club. Hey, babe, what's your sign? Keep off! I went to church. I said to this woman, you might be the answer to my prayers. She said, you might be the answer to my prayers. Do you have $5,000 bucks? I said, listen, honey, I'm broke. No money, but will you go out with me anyhow? And she said, you haven't got a prayer. It's really tough, you know? Yeah. Now, my friend, he's Jewish. He's on J date. I'm Italian. I'm on A date. Hey, hey. Now I'm also on the Elvis Presley dating app. Love Me Tinder. Yeah, I'm still getting rejected, but the women are very nice on there. They'll say, no thank you. No thank you very much. So it's different, you know. Oh, speaking, I was telling you about Italian Jewish. I went to this wedding. It was half Italian, half Jewish. Everything was done 50-50. Even the songs. Hava, your mother, Hava, your mother. I mean, everything was 50-50. They made the men wear yarmulkes, but on the yarmulkes was an ad for Vito's Pizza. And you know, at a Jewish ceremony, they have the groom step on a glass. Here, the groom was Italian. He shot it. Now, my Uncle Chooch was at the wedding. A real tough guy, always upset, but he was in a good mood because after 18 years, he got his birthday wish. Parole. Well, he was arrested for breaking and entering. He broke Uncle Carmine's nose and entered it with his fist. And he's so amazing. He said to me, hey, Tom, why don't people get along? And he said this to me while he had me in a headlock. And his wife was so nice, you know, and a few months ago he was in the hospital. His wife goes visits him, and he said, yo, bride, you were there for me when I had a problem with alcohol. You were there for me when I was abusing drugs. And look at this, you're here for me again. So I've been thinking, you're a jinx. A terrible thing to say, you know. But I don't know if I want to continue dating. I'm older now, and I'm starting to lose it. The other day, I was looking for my car keys while I was driving. Terrible. And now I'm having trouble with my 20-year-old smoking. Won't stop smoking. My 20-year-old's my car. It's terrible, you know. I get so tired now. Like the other day, I was playing fetch with my dog. I got so exhausted. Oh my God, can that dog throw a stick? He had me running all over the place, you know? But you know, I know I'm older, but there's people older than me. Do you know Bugs Bunny is 80? Yeah. Now when he says, what's up, Doc? It's his cholesterol. Yeah. Porky Pig is 77. Now when he goes, that's all, folks. That might be right. He might not have, much time left anymore, you know. But I get very, very tired very easily. So I went with a new health plan. I was with Blue Cross. Now I chose International House of Physicians. IHOP. Yeah. With every exam, you get a free pancake. It's wonderful. But I love their slogan. If we can't cure you, we will pay for your funeral. Wonderful, wonderful. And they gave me this doctor, Dr. Julio Alejandro Bernstein. Wow. Oh, this man was amazing. He examined me for less than 5 minutes and insisted I come back the next morning for an autopsy. But this man is brilliant. He taught me things I never knew, like how to approach an attractive woman in a restaurant without fear of rejection by using the Heimlich maneuver. It's pretty cool, you know? But then he sent me to the Vincent van Gogh Mental Health Center and Ear Clinic. But you know, I like it there. They have entertainers come in. Once they had this hypnotist. He got 5 of us on stage. We were cackling like chickens, barking like dogs. Then he hypnotized us. Not the same. But you know, let's face it, you want good things to happen, you gotta do your part, right? It's like my Uncle Luigi. Every Sunday, we go to church together. Every Sunday, he prays the same prayer. Oh God, please let me win the lottery. Oh God, please let me win the lottery. So the sky gets dark, and a voice comes from the sky and says, you want to win the lottery? Do me a favor. Buy a ticket. You gotta be in it to win it. I tell you, I wish I was young again. But I'll tell you, when I was a kid, my mom and I did not get along. When I was 7, I said, Mom, am I adopted? Not yet, but I'm working on it. Then I remember one time saying, Mommy, I wanted a toy truck for my birthday. I didn't get one. I'm upset. She goes, shut up. You just turned 50. And I was such an idiot in school, always getting left back. I remember in 3rd grade raising my hand. The teacher said, do you have to go to the bathroom? I said, no, I have to register for the draft. I hate being such an idiot, you know. Now, my best friend in school was this kid named Sheldon Rosenberg. He was a member of a Jewish street gang, Saul's Angels. Oh, Saul's Angels were tough. At night, they'd sneak into stores and mark down prices. This was the toughest gang I knew of, you know. Well, listen, you've been a wonderful audience, and I sincerely hope you've had as much fun and pleasure as I've had tension and emotional strain. Oh, don't worry about me. I'll just go back to the Vincent Van Gogh Mental Health Center and Ear Clinic. Anyhow, it's way past my bedtime. So thank you. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Really good, huh, Jody?
Yes.
All right. So, who do we got next?
We got Ziggy.
Hi, Jody.
Ziggy
Hi, Nevin.
Susser.
Ziggy! All right.
Ziggy, tell us, where are you from?
Born in Brooklyn, now I live in Manhattan.
Oh, Manhattan. And what made you get into comedy?
I was always funny. And at work, I used to work for Social Security. We would have end-of-the-year parties, and I would always tell jokes at these parties, and people laughed. And I was wondering when I retired if normal people would laugh too. So
And let me ask you, what advice would you give an aspiring comedian?
if you really want to be good, it takes a lot of work. You know, you can't just do it part-time. You got to go to open mics. You got to go to classes. You got to hit it as much as you can. It's tough. It's not easy. It might look easy, but the comics put a lot of work into it, so it's tough.
Mm-hmm. And who's your favorite comedian?
I love Stephen Wright. I love Woody Allen. I love Rodney Dangerfield, George Carlin. There's so many, you know.
And what sets you apart?
What's what?
What sets you apart from other comedians?
I'm old. No.
And you write your own material?
Sure.
Yes. And what's your favorite comedy show?
Seinfeld and The Honeymooners. Those are my two favorites.
Okay. And do you have a set for us?
Sure.
And Ziggy, where can they find you? On Facebook and stuff?
Oh.
Yeah, Facebook. I guess just basically Facebook. I put things up over there.
Okay, so just Ziggy.
Ziggy, Z-Y-G-Y.
Catch him at the
Susser.
guitar center, too.
Okay.
Plays guitar.
Oh, Ziggy played
Wait a minute.
Yeah. Ziggy
Stardust.
played guitar.
Ziggy
Yes,
Stardust.
guitar. Okay, you got 8 minutes for us?
Sure.
Yeah, Ziggy!
That's that, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Thanks, Nevin and Jody. My name is Ziggy. Ziggy is short for Sigmund. Sigmund means victory through protection. Ziggy means should have used protection. People tell me I'm a bit indecisive, but I'm not sure how I feel about that. Last night I went to the diner, Tom's Diner, for dinner. And I sit down and the waiter puts the menu right in front of me and it's bigger than the Bible. I was flustered. I didn't know where to start. So I said, what do you recommend? He said, page 28. I said, is that New Testament or Old Testament? Then I said to him, what's popular? So he said, cheeseburgers. And I'm thinking, why do I ask what's popular? Just because something's popular doesn't mean it's good for you. I mean, look at the Kardashians. So I said, okay, I'll have a cheeseburger. I can go vegan next week. So he said, how do you want it? Rare, medium, well. And I couldn't decide, so I said medium well, because that takes into account 2 out of 3. So he said, okay, it comes with fries or a salad. I said fries. He said, do you want waffle fries, cottage fries, steak fries, sweet potato fries, home fries, cheese fries, crinkly fries, freedom fries? I said, forget it, I can't decide. Just give me a salad. He said, okay, no problem. Do you want a Waldorf salad, a Cobb salad, a Caesar salad, an Arab salad, an Israeli salad, a Greek salad, a Mediterranean salad? I said, do you have a house salad? He said, sure, I'll have a house salad. He said, Italian dressing, French dressing, Russian dressing, no more Russian dressing, Ukrainian dressing, oil and vinegar, balsamic vinaigrette, tahini. I said, this is crazy, forget it. Can I just have chips? He said, of course. Ruffled chips, rippled chips, salted chips, Wise potato chips, scoop chips, Lay's potato chips, Charles Utz or Utz, I have no idea how to pronounce that. Veggie chips, I said, forget it. How about potato salad? Because that takes into account potatoes and salad. He said, great choice. Do you want German potato salad, creamy potato salad, low-fat potato salad? I said, forget it. Just plain coleslaw. He said, we don't have any. I said, what do you mean? You have a 90-page menu. He said, we don't carry it. You have octopus on the menu. He said, sorry. I said, you know what? Just give me a plain cheeseburger, no sides. He said, okay. 5 minutes later, he comes back, and he says, by the way, on that cheeseburger, I forgot to ask you, what kind of cheese you want? Do you want? I said, no, don't ask. I know exactly what I want. I want cheddar cheese, cheeseburger. He said, fine. By the way, we ran out of hamburgers. I said, why do you ask me what kind of cheese I wanted? He said, I was curious. I said, you know what, I've lost my appetite. Just give me a cup of coffee. No, don't give me a cup of coffee, because I know where you're going to go. You're going to say regular, decaf, mochaccino, frappuccino, cappuccino. Then you're going to go into the milk. Do you want 1%, 2%, regular? Do you want, almond milk, soy milk, half and half cream? And then you're going to go into the sugar. You're going to ask raw sugar, whole sugar, sativa, trivia, equal, all those things, sweet and low. Forget it. I don't want coffee. Just give me a glass of water. He said, of course. Do you want mineral water, sparkling water, spring water, tap water, rainwater? I said, forget it. Just give me the check for whatever I didn't have. So he says, cash or charge? So I said, charge. He said, will it be MasterCard, Visa, Discover Card, American Express, PayPal, Venmo, Kmart, Radio Shack, Macy's, Gimbals? I just ran out. Across the street, there's a hot dog vendor, and I said to him, that diner drives me crazy. So many choices. He says, I know exactly what you mean. I get half my customers from there. I said, boy, just give me a plain hot dog. He said, of course. Do you want a foot long? Do you want a wiener? Do you want a pigs in a blanket? Do you want cocktail franks? Do you want kosher franks, halal franks? I just walked away. And then in the background I hear, do you want mustard, ketchup, chili, coleslaw? So that's where the coleslaw was. And he had the coleslaw. Anyway, so I'm shaking now. So I figure, I need help. I think I have PTSD, picking things stress disorder. So I called, they have therapy hotline. So I called them up, and they say, dial 1 for Freudian therapy, dial 2 for Jungian therapy, dial 3 for pattern therapy, 4 for group therapy, 5 for family therapy, 6 for sex therapy, 7 for animal-assisted therapy, 8 for animal-assisted sex therapy, 9 for aromatherapy, 10 for physical therapy, 11 for medications, 12 for Prozac, Adderall, Lexa, gummy bears, baby aspirin. I said, this is crazy, so I just hung up. I keep going, and I see a sign for a psychic. And I said, maybe a psychic can help me. So I go in there, and she says, I see something hazy about food, something. I said, yeah. She said, have a seat. I said, oh, thank you. She said, do you want palm reading? Do you want Ouija board? Do you want a seance? Do you want a crystal ball? Do you want tarot cards? I ran out. I got home, and my wife says, honey, did you have dinner? And I said, no, what have we got in the fridge? She said, nothing. I said, thank God. She said, how about we go to Tom's Diner? I said, no! Anyway, we have a bird, and his name is Charlie. He's a little parrot. And when we're home, he's always out of the cage. He flies around, we let him be everywhere. About a year ago, my wife was getting up off the couch. She had no idea he was walking on the floor. She accidentally stepped on him. He was okay, but she flattened out like a pancake. She had no idea he was trying to make his 10,000 steps that day. So we brought him to the animal hospital, and they said we're going to have to leave him overnight. They have to do tests to see if he has brain damage or any broken bones. So I said, how do you check for brain damage? You ask him who the president is? This is crazy. Anyway, this was expensive to leave him there, so I had to leave my wife as a deposit. So the next day they called me and they said, he's doing okay, you can come pick him up. And I go to the receptionist, I said, I'm here to pick up my bird. She said, woodpecker? I said, no, I'm okay with what I have, but thanks for asking. So we got the bird, he was okay, and we have him in group therapy, and it's called Birds of a Lost Feather. Hey, I'm Zygy Susser.
Wow.
That
was funny.
That was hilarious.
That was really funny.
But it's true, though. Every time you go somewhere, you can't. By the time you get the order,
I know.
You don't want to order no more.
And what do you got over there? You got a snare drum. You got a bass
drum.
No. You got a.
I know a guy. He's got like 20 setups. I said, by the time I set it up, I'll be dead. They have a gig, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you got to bring all your set. I says, 4-piece. That's it.
That's it. That's all you want.
Oh my God.
No, this snare, that snare, any snare.
Oh yeah, they got 1,000 snares. If he knew about snares, he'd be
going up there
nuts.
for hours.
Wow, that's funny.
Okay,
I never laughed so much since high school.
Right, or since the last show.
Since the last show, right.
Okay, so we have another comedian, and he's a special comedian tonight.
A special comedian.
He came out of nowhere. He's a
Right.
magician.
That's right, Nevin.
Magician.
Magician or musician?
Magician.
Oh, magician, musician.
Yeah. No, magician.
Oh,
comedic.
Magician,
Right,
comedian.
Comedic magician.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. His name is
Andrew Washington.
Wow,
Andrew
George Washington's son-in-law.
Possibly.
No.
All right,
Oh,
so
boy.
we have Andrew
Yeah.
Washington, ladies and
Yes,
gentlemen.
Andrew! Yeah.
Okay, So
Well done.
we're going to share the questions. I'm going to start you off. And where are you from, Andrew?
I am originally from Central Islip, Long Island.
Oh, nice, nice. A New York City native, right?
Oh no, that's
Long
we're
Island.
going that way.
You got the.
You
I got the
gotta
Long
go to
Island.
Long
I got the
Island.
Long
Yeah, this is
Island.
Staten Island.
Staten Island.
Yeah, we
Okay,
got to go
okay.
Long Island further
Wow,
out.
Long Island could be forever.
How long have you been doing comedic magicianing?
I started when I was a teenager, but I took a break for 20 years, and COVID got me going back into it while I was locked in my apartment. I had
okay.
nothing else to do, nobody else to talk to.
Right.
You know, couldn't go anywhere, couldn't do anything. And my magic shop, because they sold CBD, they were considered an essential store, so they got to stay open.
Oh, cool, cool.
So I was there every day and
yeah.
honing my
I
skills.
don't blame you.
Yeah, it seemed to pay off. It's working. It's working.
Awesome. You have a question for Andrew?
Yes. Do you hate when somebody asks you to do a magic trick for them?
I don't dislike it because I enjoy doing magic. But as a magician, I'm prepared at every time to do a magic trick for somebody.
Okay. There's people out there who are trying to be magicians. What advice would you give them?
Disappear.
Practice. Disappear. No, I want.
Wait a minute.
They come with new ideas and a lot of creativity. I actually have my own magic set, so I have been selling it to younger kids, and I tell them to practice and practice and practice. Don't be afraid if you can't do it, because there's a lot of things that I do that I couldn't do when I first tried. So it's just repetition and hard work. I make it look easy because I've been doing it for a little while, but it's not. It's not easy, but it's a lot of fun.
And your comedy that you do.
What comedy?
What comedy?
You said comedy?
What
Well, well, you're a comedic magician.
A
right?
comedic magician.
That's the title they put towards it. I just like to have fun with the audience,
Okay.
and,
Okay.
and I make them laugh, and I get into it. I don't have a skit. I don't rehearse anything. Everything I do, as far as what comes out of my mouth, is spur of the
or
moment.
impromptu.
Everything, because you got to go with the room. You
That's
can't just
right.
have something set, because then you go off base, and it's like
Mm-hmm.
whatever.
So where can they find you? On Facebook and stuff? Or
You can
your
find me on Facebook. I also have a group. It's called CGYS Magic and Laughs. I also host my own talk show. It's called The Truth with Andrew Washington and Frank Herrera. So that's another group I have. And social media has been very good to me. I have the TikTok. It's
TikTok,
CGYS26. I have over 4 million views on that, over 40,000 followers.
Cool.
So they like what I do on there, so I keep doing it.
Awesome, awesome.
And Andrew, do you have anything special coming up?
I do have something special coming up. We've been working really hard. There's a bunch of people, talented people. We've done a comedy tour that we're starting August 1st. We're hitting 6, 7 states right now. I'm not even sure. But we're going, about 4 months we're going out. Hopefully I get to go home in between there somewhere. But
cool.
it's awesome. I cannot wait. And that's part of the reason why I'm here. I just want to bring everyone, some smiles and let them see what I do.
All right, awesome. So you have an act for us?
I don't have an act for you, but I'm going to do a magic trick for
All
you.
right, awesome. All right. Andrew Washington, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. So, in this day and age, men have a lot to do to compete for their wives' attention, their ladies' attention. I came up with a way that can make people grab their attention just by, a little bag.
Wow.
Most ladies, when they see a bag, they're like, what's in it for me?
Yeah, right?
Until they see me, and I show them what's in the bag is absolutely nothing.
Well, that much.
There's nothing in the bag, but
That gets
the
the man.
results of the bag depend on what you're giving me. So if you're giving me that attention that I need, I might find a way to do something special for you. So if I reach my hand in this bag, and I just sat here, and I just brought you out a little present just for you.
Oh, wow.
And I show you that these flowers are for the breakfast that you made for me. And then I show them the bag is empty again, and now they're disappointed because they wanted more. Typical, right? You give them 1 flower, they want 2. You give them 3 flowers, they want 4. But I'm here to make her happy. So if I stick my hand in this bag again, I might be able to show her that I might have something for you too.
Oh, nice.
So now there's always somebody left behind. And remember that this bag is empty. But there's always somebody left behind. And it's always the little girl watching what mommy's getting. She's not getting anything. So for her, I just go ahead and I try to make everything very good for everybody. And yet I pull out my So there I have my gifts. And then she's like, what else do you have in the bag? Lady, what else do you want? I just pulled 3 boxes of roses out of a bag for you. This is all you get for today. Maybe tomorrow will be another day. So I put my bag away and I move on.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Everyone has card tricks.
You got a good Atlantic City
You
card?
can't, I'm not allowed to.
Yeah, oh, really?
Everyone has card tricks, and I wouldn't be doing myself justice if I didn't do a card trick with a little twist.
Huh.
So we take out our cards. Now this card trick involves a little glass. We place the glass on top of the cards, and then we grab, and then we look. And you're wondering, what are you looking at? This is a quarter. This is an imaginary quarter, just like some of your imaginary girlfriends. So we place the quarter right on top of the glass. Hopefully you guys can see it. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
Sometimes you need a little bit of help. So if I just push it through, right through this glass,
Ooh.
Whoa.
show you that the quarter is right there. So we have our quarter right here. Now here's where the kids come in. They always want it. You put the quarter. Oh, it's a penny. So that's just some of the things that I do. Some of the ways that I make everybody smile a little. Just a little bit.
Just a little smile.
Just a little smile. So,
Oh.
and my cards go tumbling down. You know they're real cards. I'd like to do something. Can I have a volunteer, please?
Volunteer.
Volunteer.
Don't push him up. We already discussed this. Come here.
Here she comes.
She's trying to get out
You
of
got
the
a
way.
brave.
I'm just gonna turn this over this way. Thank you very much. Claire, thank you very much for coming up. Can you stand over here? We're gonna do around this mic here. We're gonna try. Instead of you, I'm gonna kick it out of your way here. Claire, can you do me a favor? Put your hands out just like that. Spread them apart just a little bit. Are you righty or lefty?
Right-handed.
You put your left hand down for me, please. Then I want to do something for you. I'm gonna put a little X right on my hand.
Okay.
Can you see that X?
Yes.
I put that X right on my hand.
Yes.
Have you ever seen a magician when they're standing on stage and they try to do a trick and they just disappear and they come out somewhere else and you're like, how did you do that?
Yeah.
I'm going to show you a little bit of how they did that. All right, you see the X here. I'm going to see, watch this X. I want to see if we can make this X. Now, when I count to 3, I want you to make a fist with your right hand, okay? Ready? 1, 2. Good job. Good job. She might need one of those roses. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. If everything worked right, which it never has before, don't jump, but tell me, is it there?
Oh, it's gone.
Wow.
Yeah, keep going.
Wow.
Now let me ask you this. Do you think the probability of me making that X transfer from my hand to yours without even touching you exists? You think that's possible?
Sure. I appreciate the confidence. Thank you. All right, so what we're gonna do, I want you to open your hand nice and slowly. I want you to take a peek at it first. Okay. Before you show them, all right? Right now? Right now, go ahead. Did I do it? Did I do it?
Not yet.
No? Let me see. I told you. Doesn't always work, and this is the wrong time for it not to work. But a good magician finds a way to make it happen. So let me see that hand again. So it's not there.
Nope.
Did I touch you at all?
Not now.
Don't talk about last night. That's another story. You just blew it. All right, you can relax your hand. Relax your hand. Ooh, hey. Let me see your other hand. Turn it over. Do you have it?
Zoom in on it.
That's amazing.
Oh, my.
And this is where I leave. I usually drop the pen. That's my time.
So put the mic back on there.
Yeah.
Woo, yeah. All right. So if you could put that mic back on the stage, that'd
Wow.
be great. And we have our
That was
next
magical.
guest. Yeah, Fred, that was
magical.
amazing. We haven't had a
Amazing.
magician on this show in so long.
Yeah.
Forever. All right.
Well, sometimes people vanish, but
Yeah, they go into outer space.
that was amazing.
Our next comedian is Peter Glitzman. How you doing, Pete?
Doing good.
All right.
Yeah.
Awesome. Now, Pete, where are you from?
Staten Island.
Staten Island. All right.
Staten Island.
All right. How long you been doing comedy?
24 years.
Wow.
Awesome.
Wow.
What sets you apart from other comedians?
Social distancing.
Social. All right. Awesome. So, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Wondering what I've been doing for the last 5 years.
Oh, okay. Who's your favorite comedian?
Jesus.
All right. Yeah.
At least he didn't bump.
Yeah. You have a question for Pete?
Yes. Do you have any dark secrets?
Too many to tell.
Okay. While you were performing, have you ever had funny bloopers?
I had a guy die in the middle of the show at one point.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, he may have been dead before I got on stage, but there's no way to really tell.
Mm-hmm. And what's your favorite comedy TV show?
Monty Python's Flying Circus, without a doubt.
Awesome. Yeah.
Do you write your own material?
After a fashion.
How do you deal with hecklers if somebody's heckling you while you're up there?
Well, I do the same thing they do with me. I just pretend they don't exist.
Oh, awesome. Okay, awesome. So, Pete, where can we find you? On Facebook and stuff?
Yeah, my ex-wife's attorney. Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and I have my own company website as an engineer. So yeah.
Oh, okay. So Peter Glitzman on all those sites.
Yeah, I'm not hiding. Not that anybody's ever found me, but. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. All right, so you have an act for us then?
Absolutely.
Okay, Peter Glitzman.
Yeah.
Woo! Fred.
Ready?
Let's hear it for my Staten Island Pete's. I'm not just from Staten Island, I'm from the South Shore of Staten Island.
Sure.
Most people from the South Shore of Staten Island, like them, I have this, my lifetime motto has always been aim high, settle for anything. It's kind of a hard place to calibrate as far as telling people that you're from this place because everybody goes to the same two things. A little over 20 years ago, 2001, Staten Island shut down, the largest garbage dump in the world. to the point where to this day they still have to spray for the West Nile virus. A lot of people don't know this, but Staten Island was also where George Harrison came to fight an unfortunately unsuccessful battle against cancer shortly before he died. Don't you feel bad for the Staten Island Chamber of Commerce? How are you supposed to market that information? Come live on beautiful Staten Island, where mosquitoes come to kill and beetles come to die.
Yeah.
So I'm an engineer.
Woo.
I haven't always been an engineer. I thought about becoming a mortician because I like sex. When I was a little kid, I told my parents I wanted to study anthropology. My father went apeshit. In graduate school, I took a course in evolution. I felt like a fish out of water. I have 2 engineering degrees, bachelor's and a master's. The Pentagon hired me to do counterintelligence, but they had a budget cut, so I got demoted to counterintelligence. I couldn't handle the stress, so I took a job in intelligence. Then I got smart. Now I work construction, which requires no intelligence at all. I thought heavily about this. It occurred to me, now let me think about this. If intelligence is the collection of information about an enemy or other foreign entity with intent to commit sabotage or espionage, and counterintelligence is the prevention of the collection of information from an enemy or other foreign entity with the intention of doing sabotage or espionage, and counterintelligence is the prevention of the prevention. Give me a tool belt and hand me off the side of a skyscraper. I'm in construction. Enough is enough. So I'm a failed actor, thanks. I don't take direction well. I was at a commercial audition the other day. This casting director says, "Can you be a little more Catholic?" I forgave him. I've done a lot of student movies. All the directors flunked out. I've done a lot of off Broadway. Very off Toledo. I'm going to be 60 in a couple of months, so I'm pitching a show about my sex life. Antiques Roadshow. You know, I was cast in a TV show, but it got canceled by COVID right at the last minute. And this would have been a great show, too. It was about this all Jehovah's Witness paramedics unit. 3rd Watchtower. See, here's the problem with trying to think that you can earn a living as an actor. There's the craft of acting, and there's the business of acting. You guys want to see the craft of acting? Is this a dagger which I see before me, the handle toward my hand? Come, let me clutch thee. I have thee not, and yet I see thee still. Art thou not fatal vision, sensible to feeling as to sight? Or art thou but a dagger of the mind, a false creation proceeding from the heat oppressed brain? You want to see the business of acting? I get my Viagra at ShopRite. So yeah, I was born in July, also known as White History Month. There's 11 of them, have you noticed? I'm over 50. I used to drink in old man's bars, now I drink in bars. I used to date older women, now I date women. So I'm trying to do online dating right now, but it's kind of painful when you get older. Because a lot of widows are on these dating sites. You ever have a first date with a woman that brings her late husband's ashes to the date?
Oh.
Shlomo was having a hard time letting go. Was I supposed to introduce myself? Wasn't really sure how that goes. No, there's a lot of women that English is a second language, but it's not a real close second. Yeah, I'm a published author as an engineer, so to me, grammar is next to godliness. So I read these dating profiles. Intelligent, attractive woman, seeking sound. Please be tall. I wear high heels. Let's text for a few weeks. My English not God. I just want a girlfriend. Why do I feel like somebody's beating me? I was on a first date, this woman says, you know, when I was in prison, this kind of piqued my interest. So maybe I was just a little too inquisitive. So finally she says, you know, a gentleman wouldn't press. The lady would have been in prison. Had a hard time getting rid of my parents' house because I grew up South Shore, like I said, Princess Bay. My dad passed away from skin cancer. My mom was in a nursing home. So when she finally passed away, I had to go back, clean out the house. And like most people who are married over 60 years, first thing I had to clean out was 4,000 tote bags. You know how this goes. You throw out 4,000 tote bags, what do you find underneath? 4,000 more tote bags. So my mom was kind of a high-functioning alcoholic, but she used the cover of like going to the Christmas store because she said she found God late in life and she wanted to get religious figurines. But every time she went to the Christmas store, nobody bothered to figure out that the liquor store was right next door. So she'd have like, you know, the baby Jesus, the teenage Jesus, the 30-year-old Jesus, Jesus and Mary, Jesus, Mary, and Joseph, the Jesus chia pet. You smear mud and seeds on his face, 3 days later, Jesus. I'm cleaning out my mother's bedroom. There's 2 cardboard boxes right next to her bed. One says, religious figurines. The other one says, Dad's ashes. I opened them both up. They both had empty bottles of vodka. And I thought to myself, where are my dad's ashes? Probably in a tote bag. You guys will be great. I'm Pete Glitzman. Thank you.
Yeah.
Woo! All right. Wow. That was something, Staten Island.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
we have our next guest is Steve Goldberg.
Hey, Nevin. Hey, Jody. What a great show. What?
Yeah, thank you.
Wow,
Steve.
Andrew Washington, that trick with the X,
yeah,
getting rid of an X. I got to see him. I've been trying to get rid of my X for 20 years. Where is he? I got to see him. That was amazing.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. I never thought of it that way.
Yeah, see? I got called.
Where are you from, Steve?
I'm originally from Brooklyn.
Awesome.
People generally confuse the accent with British, but it's Brooklyn. Yep.
How long have you been doing comedy?
A long time. Basically all my life, but I really got back into it about 7-8 years ago.
Yeah, awesome. And you were on the Staten Island Comedy Virtual Show.
I was on
You
the
sent
Staten
me-
Island Comedy Virtual Show
you
because
sent
no way I'm going to Staten Island.
Right. You sent me a clip and I put
Yeah,
it in there.
yeah.
Right? Yeah, we just cyberspaced it right in there.
Very exciting.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay. Who's your favorite comic?
My favorite comic is Jerry Lewis. I love Jerry Lewis.
You have you look, you have a bit of him in you.
Oh, thank you. It's so sweet. I look dead too.
You have a question?
Yes. Do you hate when somebody asks you to say something funny?
Yeah, I do hate it because I never say anything funny. So, yeah, it really bugs me like nothing
I had
else.
to ask you that question. Do you have any dark secrets?
No, all my life is out on stage. You'll hear it all.
Okay.
No dark secrets.
And, where can we find you?
You can find me on Instagram at Goldberg Comic and find me on Twitter at Goldberg_comic. But they're trying to kick me off Twitter. They found out I stayed at Trump Taj Mahal in 2003.
Okay.
So, but now Elon Musk, I don't know. I may still be on it. So you may, yeah.
He's going to bring Trump back. He'll bring you
We
back.
may, yeah, maybe.
All right. So you have an act for us?
I do.
Okay, Steve.
Thank you. Man, do I love performing in New York.
Wow.
You always meet famous people in New York. Always. We met Rudy Giuliani a few minutes ago. Yeah.
Amazing.
Always, there's always... Oh my God, is that Alec Baldwin Duck? Sorry. You look like Alec Baldwin, I'm sorry. I know what you're thinking. You waited this whole show and this guy Goldberg comes on and you're like, He's not Goldberg the wrestler. That's not Goldberg the wrestler. No, this is what Goldberg the wrestler looks like after 2 years in a goddamn pandemic. This is it. I have bad hearing. They said flatten the curve. I thought they said fatten the curve. I have everything in sight. And I can't lose weight. I just can't lose weight. I asked my friend, how do I lose weight? He says, hire a personal trainer. I hired a personal trainer. He says, the best way to lose weight, you gotta ride a bike. I've been riding a bike for 2 months. I gained 10 pounds. I wasted $1,500 on a personal trainer and $2,000 on an electric bike. You'll get that joke. Think about it. You'll get it. I just can't take this COVID nonsense. This COVID is just driving me crazy. And they say this was made in China. Made in China, they say. No way! Nothing made in China lasts this long. Nothing! It's got all these variants. It's got Omicron, Delta variant, BAE variant. COVID has more personalities than Kanye West already. Ridiculous. I tell you, and it's crazy. I called my doctor, a pulmonologist. I was having trouble breathing. I said, doctor, I have to see you. He says, what's the matter? I said, I'm having trouble breathing. You're a lung doctor. He says, no, I can't see you. I said, why can't you see me? He says, because you may have COVID. I said, no, I've been vaccinated. He said, well, maybe one of those breakthrough cases. I'm like, I don't understand. When can I see you? He says, call me when you feel better. And everyone's an expert. Everyone's an expert. Go on social media. Everyone knows, right? Everyone has all the answers on vaccines, on COVID, on everything. My wife is a doctor. True story. My wife is a doctor. I ask her all these questions on COVID. You know what she says to me? I don't know. I don't know. It's a new disease. Why are you asking? I don't know. I'm like, what good are you? You don't know? But the barista at Starbucks has all the answers. But she did tell me one thing. You may want to take. You got a pen. You got paper.
Take the notes down.
Take notes. Take notes. You listening? I didn't know what type of mask to wear. Do I wear an NK95 mask, KN95 mask, Gator mask? She told me, wear a Jets mask. Jets. Because if you're wearing that, you're not catching a goddamn thing! True, she did that. Listen, you get vaccinated. You gotta get yourself vaccinated. I keep my vaccines on my phone. And I read all the articles, the pros, the cons. You know, I'm an educated guy. I read all these articles. And finally, I read something that made sense to me. And it got me to get vaccinated. I get free Krispy Kreme donuts every day with this. Yeah. And the side effects, they're not bad. They're not bad. The side effects are not bad. I'm such a better parallel parker with the eye in back of my head. I'm telling you, so much better. And now, you gotta get booster shot. And now they're talking 4th booster, right? Now they're talking 4th shot, maybe 5th shot. By the time this is over, I'm gonna have more jabs in my arm than Amy Winehouse. Let me explain my name. I used to go by my first, but I used to have a first name. Now I just really go by Goldberg. I came out recently to my family. It was sad. I came out. It was June. It was Pride Month. I felt like I really wanted them to know me, and they were really not understanding. They were very mean, very rude. I came out Orthodox Jewish, and they flipped out. My sons are like, what the hell is wrong with you, Dad? You're putting us back a generation. Even my wife of 26 years, who I love, she said to me, 1 minute, you want me to give up shrimp and lobster for you? What are you, out of your mind? But listen, this may be the last time you see me. This may be the last time you see me. Because I have signed a big-time movie deal.
Get out.
I have!
Wow.
Superheroes are really big. They got the Black Panther. They got the Wonder Woman, Gal Gadot. They have a transgender superhero. They even have a Protestant superhero called the Wasp. I will be the new Jewish superhero called the Jewish Kvetch. And my superpower is I make the villains feel so guilty that they surrender. Go ahead, Nevin. Destroy the universe. See if I care. Just know you're breaking your mother's heart. Look at you, Jody, flying from planet to planet with those fancy schmancy flying machines. That you have time for? To visit your parents, you have no time? What the hell's wrong with you? But like every superhero, I do have my kryptonite, my weakness. Oh my God, is that a clearance sale? It's coming out in the summer. Go see it. My name is Goldberg. Check me out online. Thank you.
All right, that's very good.
Thank you.
Very good. See?
Wow.
Okay, that's the end of the show.
That's it.
So,
Yes.
thank you for coming on, Jody.
Oh, thank you.
And you have the Den of Comedy coming up.
Yes.
And that's going to be on a tour. And
Yes.
you have it on Instagram every Wednesday and Saturday evenings.
Correct.
Okay, so tune in for that. It's very fun. She has all kinds of comics on that show. It's Instagram Live, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Ladies
Instagram
and
Live.
gentlemen,
And Freddie, we got the sponsors.
but AJT Advisors,
Yeah.
Italy D, Bagel and Deli,
Oriental Plaza.
Oriental Plaza,
Right.
High Tobacco.
Okay, so we'll see you next time on the Staten Island Comedy Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, live on Staten Island, it's the Staten Island Comedy Show with your host,